Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Defriana Lestari. I am from 11C and I am from group 7, and I want to tell you about Zibai. My partner is Muhammad Fatih and Rasendia Widyadari. The mind map of visibility is the first definition, wavelength and frequency, inventor, application and conclusion, and bibliography. Definition of visibility. Visibility as electromagnetic radiation is most known by human, can be defined as part of the spectrum of electromagnetic wave that can be detected by the human eye. Wavelength and frequency. The visible spectrum is part of the electromagnetic spectrum that the human eye can see. Human can see the wavelength at 700 nanometer to 300 nanometer and the frequency at 400 to 700 theta hertz. The visible light has wavelength 700 to 300 nanometer, frequency 400 to 700 theta hertz. Spectrum of visible light penetrates Earth's atmosphere. A can see the human and not can see the human. Radiation type visible light wavelength 0.5 10 to the power -6 approximate scale protozoas or microorganisms or other. Frequency from 10 to the power 11 to 10 to the power 16. Table of color in visible light. Violet, the color violet, blue, cyan, green, yellow, orange, red. The inventor of the visible light, Roger Bacon. The discovery of the visible light spectrum obtained when he see a glass of water. And the second, Sir Isaac Newton discovered that light that is passed on a prism will be divided into a wide variety of colors. It's known as dispersed light. Newton divided the spectrum into 7 colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Mechanism of visible light. The eye receives information in the form of reflected object, and then inside the retina there are cells that help in the secretion of external stimuli, and then there are rod and cone cells that make it easy for humans to detect frequency spectrum, and then forward to brain. Application in daily life. Application in daily life. The first, remote, and the second, aurora, and the third, part lamp, 4, spectrometer, 5, projector, and actinograph. Spectrophotometry is an analysis method which is based absorption value a substance to radiation. Work mechanism of visible light. Collimator or lens, wavelength selector or slit, and the detector. The first, light source, and then monochromator of prism grating, and then in sample in the and then digital display or meter or detector. Conclusion of the visible light. The first light is a form of EM radiation. Visible light is small range in the EM spectrum. The wavelength, frequency, and energy of light are intimately connected. How light interacts with matter depends on its energy and the complexity of its data structure. What an absorption spectrum is, how to read it. Light can be used in a variety of medical applications. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.